Hello, this is West Virginia 10. We're actually in my shop. This is Gadgets Galore. It's on the Gadget to Berkeley County Geo Trail. It's actually in for minor maintenance. It's been out for less than a year and it already has 110 favorite votes. It's rated a 4.5 cache. It's very difficult. As we do on all my videos, first I'm going to show you what you've got to do to solve for it. We normally do that actually outside at the cache location. But since I have it in for maintenance and it's in single digits outside, I'm just going to do it here in the shop. The second part of this video, I'm going to give you some very detailed instructions on what you've got to do to build this cache. But first, before I do that, I want to invite you to Geo Woodstock 13. It's coming to Boonesboro, Maryland, Eastern United States, May 22nd of 2015. It's less than a half hour from many of the West Virginia 10 caches. Plus, at Geo Woodstock 13, I've been invited to do a seminar on creating unique caches. So, the registration is open now. Go to the website, do your will attend, register for Geo Woodstock 13 and tell them West Virginia 10 sent you. And I'll see you at Geo Woodstock 13. A typical West Virginia 10 birdhouse. I love birdhouses because you can hide them in plain view. And I love this paint scheme because it has the look of age. It's very clear that it's a geocache because it actually has the word geocache right here. And this is locked with a 4-digit lock. So I know my log is going to be, my cache log is going to be right here. But as I look at this side very carefully, it has the word listen up here. It's got a bunch of holes. Here's something sticking out. This thing here moves, and it spins. I've got my lock here. We'll come back to the front here in a second. Over on this side, there's another hinge door, but I can't get in it. It's locked. Here's a number and something that spins and turns. There's numbers here. Looks like I could hook something to here. And then, of course, here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the real giveaway is I look at the front of this and I see a drawer. Now, the cache page tells me that this cache gives me everything you need. So I open this drawer and I look inside and it's filled with gadgets. Okay, I'm going to reach in here, grab a lot of these gadgets and just see if I can figure out what I need to do to find the combination for this lock. Okay, I sped that up, but this is my cache. So let me just cut to the chase and show you how it works. The reason I love this cache, this is one of my most favorite gadget caches. And the reason why is it's so counterintuitive. The cache page tells you that this cache will give you everything you need to open this lock. So I know I'm looking for 4 digits. Now, what do I got to do to find those 4 digits? Well, I'll start by putting everything back in the drawer. Now, by counterintuitive, I mean when I go to help cachers try to solve this, they always have the drawer out in this position. To solve for this cache, you're going to have to shut this drawer. There is a switch on the back of the drawer. Now, I'm going to show you how to build it in just a second, and it's really very simple. There's a switch on the back of the drawer, and you can feel it by just pushing ever so slightly on the drawer. When you push that in, you're pushing a switch that turns on a single light that lights up 2 numbers. Now, let me show you those 2 numbers. Let me push in the drawer now. There's light and there's light. Let off the drawer, in, out. Let me show you the steps you will need to build this cache. you can take this concept and build it any way you want to. So let me show you some dimensions real quickly, and then let's look at some video that I shot nearly a year ago. Side will have my cache door, so I have it kind of roughed. I'll have 2 hinges up here, and the reason I figure out how big it is it's just big enough to hold my lock and lock. This is a little bit bigger than a Bluebird box. My top, as you can see, is well overlapped. The reason why it keeps the weather off my cache door and my drawer. So the top is about 9.5 inches from here to here. It's about 10.5 inches wide. This time I've never done this. I'm going to put my battery up in the top, and I'll have 2 hinges. The door will be secured by 2 screws that will be up here. So to do cache maintenance, I'll take out these 2 screws, open this door, and pull this battery out. So the battery will be up here, the drawer will be down here, the cache door will be over here. Now the inside, it will have to have compartments, but if you have these dimensions, the rest of it's very easy. The whole key to this cache is this push button switch right here. And really, there's probably hundreds, if not thousands, of these different kinds. The basic premise is that when this is pushed in, and it's wired to a 6-volt battery, I called that 9 earlier. When it's wired to a 6-volt battery, this is pushed in, then it will turn on one of these lights. The reason I'm using a 6-volt battery is I'm trying to prevent, having to go out there very often and do much maintenance. Okay, let me give you an update of some of the things we've done. I've cut out the corner here. I can show you in a few minutes. I've got the door on this side for the cache and this side for the battery. Let me show you the inside and the compartments I put together. I put a compartment for the cache container. This will be, this compartment here opens, and the cache container will be in here. So that the light will only come out of the holes that I want it to. I put a compartment to hold the light, and I've got a compartment to hold the battery. So we have a battery compartment, a light compartment, a cache compartment, and this is the compartment that the drawer will eventually be in. So I cut these little corners out here so that I could run my wire from my light down to my switch. I showed you earlier the switch that I'd purchased. I used a thin piece of plywood. I put these 2 pieces of plywood here just to keep it off the back. So my battery compartment is up here. The neutral to the battery goes, or the ground goes to the ground of the light. The hot comes down here, and one side goes on one side of the switch. Then off the other side of the switch, it goes back to the light. So by pressing the switch, it completes the circuit, allowing the power to go from the battery up to the light, just like this. So as I push the battery, the light comes on. I'll drill 2 holes over here that'll have the combination. So it's really very simple setting this up. By pushing this, it comes on. It'll actually be the back of a drawer. So as the drawer just sits there, as you push on the drawer, the light will come on. First coat of paint's on. Now we know everything in this drawer is just a distraction. So I literally just went through my shop and found anything I could. Just put anything in there. All you're really trying to do is throw the cacher off. They're all distractions. We know what makes this cache light up, and actually what makes the cache light up is when you push the drawer in, then of course the light comes on. Everything else is just pure distractions. So just take whatever you have in your shop and put them wherever, just to give the cacher something to work on. Access to the battery compartment, you simply remove this one screw. The other screws on the top I've covered with wood putty. So you can unscrew that, grab the handle, open it up, and of course there's a battery compartment, so it's easy to do maintenance. Pop the front off. So I'm thinking you pop the front off, take the 2 screws off the side, replace the light bulb. You can also replace the battery. I'm thinking maintenance on this, even out in the field, will only take 5 minutes or so. Okay, this is West Virginia Tim. I've given you all the ideas you now need to take this concept and you go build a cache like this. Let's keep raising the geocaching bar, one geocache at a time. Thanks for watching.